What's going on, guys? Phil here,
Dan here.
and we are Random Roast back at it with another awesome episode for you guys. Today's episode 4. We've actually made it to episode 4, and we kind of want to do some housekeeping things with you guys. That way, you know when we're going to be uploading and where you can find us for your most optimal viewing or hearing pleasure. So, Dan, what are some of those details for everybody?
Alrighty, if you want random roast all up in your eardrums and eardrums only, all you gotta do, we are live on iTunes now, so all you gotta do is put random roast in your search, look for that neon green icon, and it should be the first one, if not the first 4, and we will appear. And we will have all the episodes uploaded on there, so all for your earring's not a word, all for your hearing delight.
I mean, top 5? I mean, I'll take that in anything.
Yeah, we got that neon green that pops. It'll hurt your eyes at first, but then you will love to look for it.
I love it.
Then you got the YouTube side. Is that correct?
That is correct. And if you're listening on YouTube, hey, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. And if you're on, I guess, iTunes or whatnot, drop us stars. Danny, how many stars can they drop us?
They got to drop 5 out of 5. And if you are inclined, if you want to be like an angel, on a living angel, put a rating with some words in it. Those, for whatever reason, with the algorithm that involves within iTunes, more ratings with words, comments, they do better for whatever reason. You know, as mentioned in the past episodes, Apple does whatever Apple wants to do, but words
Right.
matter. Words matter.
And
Words
if you guys
matter.
are feeling extra saucy, I mean, you guys got to really dig deep for this one. Share the podcast or the YouTube version of this on your social media, because that helps us kind of get known. And if you're watching this now, you probably are close to us, and we appreciate you guys. And if you guys can help us grow, that would be fantabulous. And that
I'll
was
give
my
you
main
the
up word.
meanest hug. And I
And
got broad shoulders, bro. My shoulders last for days. I will squeeze the hell out of you if you share things for us.
and it might, throwback to episode 3. If you guys listened to episode 3, at the end, if you guys do this, you guys will be entered into the free Denny's sweepstakes. What was that again? We can
Yeah,
fly you
man.
out. We'll fly you out, but you have to pay for your own lodging.
Fly
And
to Oklahoma, and we're gonna get you some Denny's tables, but you're gonna get your own course.
you have to pay for your food, but we'll tip.
Exactly. You got to tip proper at America's Diner. You don't joke around with tipping in America. Other countries, you don't have to tip. In this country, you got to tip proper.
All right, Dan. So let's get into the podcast. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I want to start, man. I am so heated. Hurricane Dorian. Is that how you pronounce it? Dorian or Dorian? How do you
I
pronounce
think
that?
I would say Dorian at first look.
Yo, why are we naming hurricanes, first of all?
Well, I
You
don't know.
live in Oklahoma, man. Do they ever name tornadoes?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe
they
maybe I'm a
don't.
bad Oklahoman. I don't.
They
I
don't
don't.
name tornadoes. They're like, Tornado Tom just landed. Nah, they don't do that. They don't name earthquakes in California. You remember what the Northridge earthquake? You know what they call it? The Northridge earthquake. They don't name it like Eddie the earthquake just landed. What? Nah.
I don't
Why are
know.
we
I mean,
naming the hurricanes?
it just humanizes it a little more.
There's no
Just
reason to humanize a force of nature.
maybe it'll take pity on us if we give it a name.
You know what I think, man? We're giving it like an identity, and because we're giving it an identity, that's why hurricanes last so long.
Do you think?
They lost all the attention.
It's like, you know what? I was thinking about going down to a category 2, but no, screw this noise. We're staying 4 all the way, baby, all up your coast.
Yeah, it was supposed to hit Florida, and it's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna hit all the East Coast, and I'm aiming for you, Nova Scotia. I'm going to Canada. I'm gonna be international
Well, I mean,
hurricane, bro.
Florida gets all the action, so I mean, the rest of the East Coast needs to like ante up. You know what I mean? It's time to buck up or get out.
I don't know, man. When I lived in Florida, we used to get a lot of hurricanes, like the strong ones. It would do just like this hurricane. It's aiming for Central Florida, and the last second, it'd be like, nah, just kidding. I'm aiming for you, North Carolina or Texas.
So
It would
I
always
looked
change direction.
I looked into this hurricane a little bit. So apparently, this is the biggest hurricane like ever recorded, or something like that, for its sheer size. And I think what they were saying was there was a high pressure storm that was pushing it down towards Florida, kind of Orlando area where it was going to go up, but that storm died. Or no, sorry, that front. There was a high front that was pushing it down that way, and that kind of dissipated. So the entire hurricane just kind of stopped because it was moving like 10 miles an hour or something like that. But the hurricane stopped, and it was destroying those islands. I forget what islands they were on, but like it's sitting on there for like, imagine the hurricane sitting in this like one island for 16 hours with like F2 tornado winds. It was insane. And so there's a cold front that was coming from the Gulf, and that's what's pulled it's what pulled the hurricane a little more west, but then it's going, obviously north now, but it's kind of like that's how that storm's kind of dancing because of those fronts that are kind of doing some crazy dance.
I don't care. What do weathermen got to do? They can predict the weather, and they're constantly wrong.
Well, that's because it's a prediction. It's not a faction.
They're like 60% right.
60% of the time, every time we're right about it.
What other job can you be 60% right and be on TV? Like, there's some jokes out there. I ain't gonna
Steve Harvey, maybe Steve Harvey.
Family Feud. That show is awesome.
No, not Family Feud. Steve Harvey when he's announcing Miss America, he can completely announce the wrong person and get away with it.
I guess that's how it is nowadays. You can be half right and still be famous. So that's what I'm saying. These hurricanes, they adjust into the times. It's like, nah, I want to hit all the East Coast. And honestly, the only time, and I'm so sick of the news, they keep dropping news anchors in the middle of the hurricane. And I was listening to a live report. It's like, yeah, I'm out here. It's windy and rainy. Like, have hurricanes changed? Like, why are you there, bro? There's no reason for you to show us how rainy and windy it is. Nothing's changed.
I think the people that normally get hurricanes, they're like, all right, let's just get down to business. And the rest of America is kind of like, all right, what's going down over there? And so they feel like things are heating up,
I don't know, man. It's so like, you have so much, when it's coming, what hurricanes are, with tornadoes and earthquakes. It's like, oh my God, something's happening. With tornadoes, you get like a few minute warning.
All right, I
don't know how bad it is until you see it on the news. Like, you don't know.
Okay,
and earthquakes, you don't know either. Like, we had an earthquake a few months ago here, and I was like, oh my God, that's pretty bad. And you always like ask other people that live in different parts of the same area, like, how bad was it for you? Because it's different.
Right.
For hurricanes. And the name Dorian, what the hell kind of name is that? I actually looked it up. It's actually based off this Greek god, Doris. It's Doros. It's
Doris the Explorers?
Yeah, kind of like that, except a Greek god. Why are we naming hurricanes after Greek gods? It's actually not a Greek god, a Greek hero is what I read. A hero. What if we named hurricanes like Hurricane Martin Luther King? Hurricane Gandhi coming up near you.
Dude, Hurricane Gandhi would be so amazing. I would just die. I would roll on the floor dying. Hurricane Gandhi.
No one evacuates it, just meditate.
We're gonna protest the hurricane.
They go to their bunkers, like, do you have your rations? Like, no, we're just gonna, hunger starve this one out.
All right, so I don't know. Okay, we're not getting political here, but I'm gonna mention something that's political but not political, and I don't know the fact element of this, but I heard that Donald Trump was suggesting possibly nuking a hurricane to dissipate it.
I did not hear that. That's
like you would just let off a nuclear bomb to get rid of the hurricane. I heard. I can't speak to the fact of it. I just heard someone say it. You know how like news just circulates on social media. I don't know.
That can't be real. That's gonna create tsunamis.
Well, but if you do it in the air,
that would like destroy an EMP, like the atmosphere.
Like an EMP.
It's too big.
That's what she said.
Drop it in the eye.
And I don't know.
Let's poke it in the eye. You gotta get it right in the eye. That's what you do when you fight a big guy. Go for the eyes. So,
life would be so much easier if we were Dragon Ball Z characters, man.
And just go get a spirit bomb and just chuck it at it.
Or just power up in the center and just pull it all together. I'm like, all right, everything's evaporated.
Where's Goku when you need him, man?
He's dead. He's dead.
What? He died?
He died a
When?
couple times. He got a couple times.
He's dead for real? Like he stayed dead?
No, he didn't stay dead. He's back.
Okay. I haven't followed. It's so hard to follow up with Dragon Ball.
He's back, and he had a hair color change.
What color is his hair now?
Blue.
Oh, get out of here! I don't want to.
But it was, but it was red. It was red before it too. So it went red, and then it went blue.
He's going through too many phases.
Oh no! I lied. No, there's an even newer hair color. It's silver.
Okay, I can kind of dig that. But
And
what's
his
Dragon
eyes
Ball
are
called
silver.
now? I don't even know, man.
Dragon Ball Super. Okay, and his form is now officially called Ultra Instinct.
Ugh, I don't like that name.
It's pretty cool. I mean,
I don't like that name.
Dragon Ball Super is like 200 episodes deep.
I don't know how to watch these things anymore, man.
With your ears and your eyes.
Was it on YouTube?
It is on
The
Kiss
dark
Anime.
web?
Kiss Anime. KissAnime.ru. So cheap plug here. If you love anime, KissAnime.ru. You can watch like anything. And I'm pretty big into anime, so I've been watching a bunch of different stuff there. It's free. You kind of just go and you stream it right off there, and it's pretty awesome. I love it.
Is it in English?
There's English versions and then there's subtitles, but I mean, like, who watches the dub? Only ignorant Americans.
I don't like watching anime in Japanese. Bro.
I love the subtitles, but it's just the original content, man. It's the original
want
content.
American English in my eardrums when watching Japanese drawings. Okay, that's how I absorb my anime.
No, false. It's watered down.
I want to hear American screaming because there's a lot of screaming in Dragon Ball Z.
There is a lot of screaming.
It doesn't sound right. It sounds like I'm watching something else. It actually kind of sounds like I'm watching the next topic, doesn't it? When you're watching Japanese anime, didn't you want to talk about something with the Pornhub, right?
All right, so I am not an advocate for pornography. I think it's something that's detrimental to our society, and it's something that you can access. It's insane, the level of just things you can search for and find. But Pornhub is doing a good Samaritan type deal, and so for every 100,000 views, they're going to be planting a tree.
Dropping seeds, huh?
It's dropping seeds. They're going to be planting. They're going to be planting a tree. So I don't know the truth of, is the Amazon getting destroyed and is it like rapidly dying or whatnot? But Pornhub's planting trees for every 100,000 videos. I mean, that in itself is a good thing. The fact that they're planting trees, but like the fact that there are like millions of views a day on Pornhub speaks to the society that we're in, and people wonder why.
That's the way the internet's always been, man. It's always been like porn and things you do when you're bored. That's the internet. That's like 67% of the internet right there.
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not a big fan of pornography.
I get you. I respect that point of view, but Pornhub is doing the world a favor by dropping seeds.
Right.
What kind of seeds are they dropping, though? What kind of plants are they incubating into the soil?
Now, I'm not sure what kind of trees they are. I think I just left it. It's like one of those things where anything that says Pornhub, I don't want to click. So yeah. I don't want to, like, I don't know. So it's sketchy, but I saw a title and I'm like, huh. So you're making lemonade from a bad situation. So
speaking of lemonade, I got a question for you. So let's say Pornhub plants a lemon tree. Would you grab a lemon and use that lemon to make lemonade from a Pornhub sponsored tree?
Yeah.
Would you feel guilty swallowing a Pornhub tree seed?
Well, well, I mean, I bought a diamond for my wife for her engagement ring, and I don't know if that was a blood diamond or not, but I still bought it.
So there was so much blood soaked into that diamond?
You know the blood diamond story, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I would still, I don't know. It would be fine with me. I don't know. Would you eat a gay cake?
A what?
A gay cake.
A gay cake. Please elaborate.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, like, what if it was just a gay cake?
Is it made by a gay man? Is that what you're trying? I don't get you.
The cake was made by a gay person, and then the cake was assigned. It was
A
assigned a
gender?
gender.
Oh, I eat the shit out of a gender neutral gay made cake.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if the cake identified as gay, I'd still eat the cake.
I'd eat both sides. I'd eat all of it, bro. I don't care. And if it changed its mind halfway what gender it was, that means I'm just going both ways as I'm digesting that cake. I don't care.
Like, so a transgender cake would have like chocolate and vanilla. Not sure.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like a Napoleon cake. I
Um,
want to be everything and nothing at the same time. So,
yeah. So Napoleon ice cream is the transgender ice cream of the world.
oh, for sure. That's for people who don't know how to make decisions.
Actually, I had Neapolitan ice cream about a month ago, and it was delicious.
But did you buy like a tub of it?
No, it was at a party, and they had it there, and like they had it with like cake, and so I made sure the scoop contained all three elements.
Okay, that's fine. For parties, I get it. That makes sense because you're getting a little bit of everything, so you don't have to
Yeah.
buy like six of each. But if you're an individual or a family, you're buying Neapolitan. Maybe for a family it's different because your kid likes vanilla, another kid likes chocolate, so I get that. But if
Right.
you're a single individual and you're buying Neapolitan, I can't respect you. You need to make decisions, man.
No, I mean like I think like if you put it all together, you get like a chocolate strawberry vanilla all in the same time. It's like spicy food, It's like a kick in your mouth.
Make a decision. Stick with a
Flavor,
particular
flavor
flavor.
explosion, flavor
Well, like,
explosion.
plus the Neapolitan, it's never like the best quality. It's just
Yeah.
like whatever of a lot of different flavors. Be a good person. Buy good ice cream.
Neapolitan's never amazing, but it's respectable. It's kind of like Old Faithful. You just know it's gonna be what it is always.
I respect Pornhub.
Neapolitan ice cream is in no way my endorsement of Pornhub. I don't think it's respectable at all.
Do you like eating vanilla ice cream as you're watching Pornhub?
No,
Or is that too graphic?
that's
You gotta
way
stick
too
with you gotta
graphic.
stick with a strawberry as you're watching Pornhub.
Yeah, you don't want to get into the chocolate realm of things.
Oh boy, that's so
Oh.
raunchy.
All right. So anyway, they're planting trees, and that's a good thing, even though morally I don't align with Pornhub. And so I think they're just making a bad situation good, and then for them, their good situation even better.
Plus, regardless of how you see it, it is good press. It's good marketing for them to do such things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So what else do we got?
You tell me, bro. Didn't you say you had something about
Oh yeah, yeah,
shoot.
yeah, yeah. I do remember. Okay, so guys, the Joker movie's coming out, and
Yeah.
dude, this is gonna be so good. First off, I have to say, I have been a Joaquin Phoenix fan since Gladiator, and Gladiator is one of like the greatest movies of all time. It's there, it's up there. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest, but it is one of the greatest
Good.
movies.
It's good. It's good.
And Joaquin Phoenix, his presentation, everything about his character, like you just really hated him, in that movie,
Yeah.
and like he was just so good, and it was like my first dose. I don't know if he's done any movies before that.
Walk the
Uh,
line, man. Walk the line.
Walk the
How-
Line was not before Gladiator.
No, it was after.
Right, I'm saying I don't know if he's done any big movies before Gladiator. Like
Nah.
that was the first time I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
Like so that was my first dose, is what I'm saying.
I got
and
you.
and so I mean, since then I've anything he's in I'll watch, because you'll know it's gonna be like kick butt acting, and it's just
He's good,
interesting.
man.
Like
There's a lot of
his
people who don't like him for some reason, which I do not get.
Yeah, it's because they're hating on cleft palates. They're just terrible people. They're
Cleft
cleft
palates?
palate haters. Yeah, that funny little thing on his lip, the cleft palate.
Ah,
It's a hair
I
lip.
know. Oh, I noticed something was weird, but I couldn't put my lip on it.
So anyway, like this Joker movie is going to be so good, and it's dark, and there's so many different elements that are kind of going into this, because this is the first this is the first Joker movie where you're really diving into origins, right? But here's some fun facts or something to chew on. So if you look at the time and the place of the Joker, he's really becoming Joker in his mid 40s, right? So when you look at like the Batman lore, Batman and Joker have kind of always been the same age, right? They're in the timeline, they're the same age. So in theory, this Joker takes place when Batman's a kid. So like if Batman was to become Batman, Joker would be in his 80s. And
Gotcha.
that's an interesting thing. So this Joker is a standalone Joker movie, and there's another Joker movie coming out. Do you know about that?
Now, why are they doing two at the same time?
They're doing two different Jokers in two different continuities. So the other Joker movie is with Jared Leto from when he played the Joker in
Yeah,
Suicide Squad. So that
that movie
Joker's
was
gonna
sucked. That movie sucked so bad.
that Joker's gonna have his own movie, and that Joker is along the age range of Batman. So that's, as far as continuity is concerned, that's congruent. And um, it's interesting though, but like yeah, two Joker movies that are probably gonna come out in the same season. So I think this Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix is coming out in October. We're gonna get it in October, and then I think a couple months later you're gonna get the other Joker movie.
Man, that second one's gonna bomb.
I don't know, man.
I
Like,
mean, I like Jared Leto. I liked how that Joker looks too,
yeah,
but that Suicide Squad movie was horrible. I
yeah,
can't
yeah, it
think of
was.
a movie I hate worse that I've seen like in the last 5 years.
What
It's
about
so
Justice League was just as bad.
no. Suicide Squad is another level. Just it did not make sense. It
All
was
right, how about
so
this? How about this? What was worse, Suicide Squad or Green Lantern?
Suicide Squad.
Really?
Because I had high expectations for it. You got Will Smith, you got Jared Leto, you got a good cast. And you got like what, Seth Rogen, wasn't he the Green Lantern?
No, it was Ryan Reynolds.
Ah, I don't even remember that. But that's before like Ryan Reynolds became like super, top billing guy.
Right,
So nah, it's Spirit Squad. You got Will Smith and Jared Leto in the same movie. I'm expecting a top notch movie. So
right.
now that movie pissed me off. There haven't been that many movies that pissed me off that hard. But yeah, I watched the trailer, and I never watch trailers. I'm anti-commercials and trailers when I watch movies. I like to know nothing about movies when I go watch them. Nothing.
No, I like to watch trailers.
I don't at all because it ruins like parts of the movie to me. So everyone's like, I already seen that part. I'm like, oh, that was a good part. And you're like, I've seen that in the commercial like 80 times. I
Well,
already knew.
sometimes, I will say sometimes the commercials give away like the best parts of the movie, but that's just because the movie sucked in general.
Yeah, that's true. But I like to go to it like blind. So I actually watched this trailer. I watched a couple of them. I'm so pumped. I've only watched two movies in the theater this year. I'm not a real movie theater type of
Right.
dude. I got Netflix and everything. But this one I'll definitely watch in the theater, man. I'm hyped for this one.
I
So
can't wait.
I can't wait. It looks. I like Joaquin Phoenix. I I bet he like beats the crap out of himself in this movie. He's gonna do. I think he's not the type to do that. Uses stunt doubles. I bet.
Huh.
So I bet he's just like getting a crap beat out of him, and it's really him. And I bet he's smiling because he's definitely one of those dudes that gets like really into the character,
Yeah.
which is also Jared Leto with the other Joker. Man, I'm willing to give Jared Leto a chance because I really like Requiem for a Dream. Wasn't that what it was called? Like really old movie now, like 20
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
That movie is something else. So really raunchy. Talking about Pornhub. That was even more raunchy than Pornhub. Um, but man, I don't know. It's weird to have like the same character just months apart. That's just
Yeah.
weird.
Okay,
And
side tangent. Since we're talking to movies, side tangent here. You know what movie I think is completely underrated?
go ahead.
That John Carter movie.
John Carter. Is that the dude with from Friday Night Lights? That pretty boy with the long hair?
That I don't know, but John Carter is the movie where it kind of takes place in like the Wild West, and then he gets he gets taken to a different planet, and kind of like is a whole different life. It kind of like feels like Star Wars, and then it kind of feels like a couple other movies.
Is that white dude with the pretty hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I didn't see that. I like him in Friday Night Lights, that football show.
Yeah, it was a good,
Uh,
it was a pretty interesting show. But like the thing is that first off, it was an epic movie, and it was set to have more it was set to have more movies coming afterwards because it's a series, a book series. And here's the thing, and here's the real thing why it feels so familiar is that the actual books came out in like super early, like way back before you had Lord of the Rings, back before you had Star Wars, back before any of that. And actually the writers of those books drew from the John Carter books, like those elements and things. So actually, that whole series is spearheading fantasy as we know it today. And that's just an interesting fun fact. So like the movie felt very familiar, but it felt very familiar because what we have today in fantasy has or sci-fi has been drawn from those books. And so that was just interesting. So like and what was interesting too was that the marketing for that movie like sucked. Like I've seen marketing like way better marketing for crappier movies, and John Carter kind of just got the shaft, and it's a Disney movie. And so like usually Disney kind of goes all out for their, for their stuff. And
we couldn't go an episode without talking about fast food or Disney,
come
huh?
on, yeah, I guess so.
We have to roast fast food or Disney in every episode, and Apple. That's me doing that all the time. So those are the three topics we constantly roast, one way or another.
Oh man.
And since the last episode, I tried to get the Popeyes, but it's sold out. It ain't my fault. It's
Have you had
sold
Popeyes
out.
yet? Have you had it yet?
No, it's sold out.
Ah,
They
well,
stopped making it.
I'm.
They said,
Are they really?
yeah, they stopped making it for a while.
Dang.
Did you get it?
No, I actually started keto like 2 days ago.
Oh, and then you can just eat the chicken then. Actually, you can't even eat that. 'Cause it's
No, I
bread.
can't even eat it. So I was thinking like I would like in a couple months I would go for the chicken sandwich. What it's like all the buzz has died down. So
I don't
apparently,
know, man.
apparently someone told me that it's a spicy chicken sandwich,
Mm.
but the chicken itself's not spicy. There's spicy sauce that goes on top of it, and the spiciness is in the sauce, not in the chicken or the breading.
That's an easy way. That's a cop out, though.
Mm, that's what I heard. But then again, this is secondhand information. This is second mouthed tasting.
I bet they're gonna release in the holidays.
Oh
So
yeah.
you can get your kids and your girl. You just, you get a family platter for Christmas.
Actually, you know what would be great marketing is if like they really don't want to sell them like for a while, they should only make it available on Sunday as a big finger up
Oh,
to Chick-fil-A.
that's an option. That's
Wouldn't
an
that be
option.
great? Wouldn't that be great marketing? Hey, we've got this chicken sandwich. The spicy chicken sandwich is supposed to be as good, if not better, than Chick-fil-A, and it's only available on Sundays.
Yeah, you heathens. We make our employees work on Sundays. It's the busiest day of the week for us. Screw you,
Well,
Chick-fil-A.
and then that way, obviously, if there's like a short, limited supply, that they can get it all on Sunday and like accelerate business and kind of, I don't know. I think it's a smart marketing ploy.
I bet people would camp overnight for it now.
I mean, at this point, I might if I knew that it was gonna. I just gotta
I
taste it once, man. I gotta taste it once.
I bet they'll do that on Black Friday. And people will wait outside like Best Buy for Popeye's chicken.
No.
I bet if you do that, I bet they'll have some kind of partnership with Best
Uh,
Buy. You'll get like a $5 off coupon.
I would not do that for $5. No,
Dude, people do crazy things.
not for $5.
$10 and they'll do a partnership together. Best Buy and Popeyes. It kind of rhymes too. Best Buy Popeyes. It kind of rhymes.
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of food, man, I gotta eat. I gotta wrap this episode up. I gotta eat some fish. All this chicken talk. I'm making fish for myself.
Dude. So this whole keto thing is kicking my butt. I'm in like a couple days into it, and I mean, how much do you know about keto?
I know a lot about keto.
Okay, so I mean, I'm into it, and I'm experiencing the keto flu and those symptoms. I'm trying to drink a gallon of water like every day too. On top of that, And so like once I get through this keto flu hump, then I will start to incorporate some more exercise into my regimen. And it's been really tough. But mentally it's been really awesome. Like my mental energy is through the roof, and it's helping me with that stupid calculus class that I'm in.
Yeah,
And
you told me about that off mic.
uh,
I don't do keto, but I do intermediate fasting. I'm a follower of that.
intermittent.
So yeah, it's the same. Intermittent, same thing. Not
Intermediate
really.
sounds like you're like mediocrely like fasting. You're like, yeah, you're not intermediate.
That's why I need Hurricane Gandhi to wreak havoc in California.
Dude, I'm telling you, if there is ever a Hurricane Gandhi, I will give you $100.
This
Just
is we're
because
gonna record this. It's I'm gonna
$100.
call it 2019. Dude,
Yeah,
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Like Hurricane Dorian, I think of Dorian Gray, that character that lives forever, kind of the vampire guy. When I hear Dorian,
when I think
so
of Dorian, I think of a degree in a musical scale. That's a
okay,
musical term too.
gotcha.
But
Yeah, but yeah, I do the fasting. I don't eat till like 10 in the morning. I don't eat breakfast till then, and then I don't really try to eat dinner till I try to do all my eating within 8 hours. Is pretty
okay,
much.
yeah. So you're in a 16:4.
Yeah. And then I
No,
exercise.
that was wrong. 16:8. God, I can't add.
Yeah,
16:8.
talk about that your mind being at a higher level in calculus, and you can't
I'm
do
struggling. Struggle
struggle,
bus, bruh.
man.
Struggle
Struggle
brust.
City. You gotta eat what's that Neapolitan ice cream?
So
Dividing things by three.
before we go, how about a word from our sponsors?
Dude, we gotta get some Denny's, dude. I bet they have some keto options at Denny's.
You can
I
get bacon and avocados
You can
and
throw that
salad,
in. Exactly. That's what I was
or
about
get a
to say.
steak. Get a steak and
Exactly. And then they can give
some
you
grilled
some.
veggies.
Yeah, they can give you some like broccoli or green beans, cauliflower if you're a horrible person, because that's nasty. But
Yeah, it's gross.
if cauliflower is in your top 5 foods, I'm gonna need you to I need you to go and become a Hurricane Dorian news anchor because you're a bad person. I need you to tell me how rainy and windy a class 4 hurricane is. I need you to tell me
Jeez.
that. I need you to do it 24 hours. I need you to stand outside like Anderson Cooper and stand in a puddle for no reason.
Man.
That's what I'm gonna need you to do. And you're gonna need to wear not boots, like slip-on Vans. I need your feet to be soaked. That's
No
how
rain
bad of a
boots. No
person you
rain
are.
boots that day.
Yeah, that's if you like cauliflower that much, get out of my face. I need
Okay,
you to drown in an inch of water. That's what I need
speaking
you
of
to do.
speaking of vegetables, I tried something new today and I really really liked it. So I'm gonna throw this out here too. So now we're at a food podcast as well. So what I did was I cut up in some spears. I cut up zucchini and squash, and I threw some olive oil on them, and then I doused them in Parmesan cheese, Italian seasoning, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of seasoned salt, and I tossed them pretty good. And then I went over to the grill and I just got grilled the spears. They were really good. So if you're looking at like trying to add vegetables, they weren't that expensive. I mean, in Oklahoma, it was like $5 for like a couple things of squash and zucchini, and I have a propane grill, and so it was really really good. So if you're looking at adding veggies to your diet, I would recommend squash and zucchini and a little bit of Parmesan cheese
Right.
concoction.
Two things. One, you like to toss salads. On an episode, we talk about Pornhub for 5 minutes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
two, you better be careful with that olive oil. That's a lot of calories with the olive oil. Just so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Getting those healthy fats in.
Be careful with that. People keep saying that, but you can easily overdo it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Just a tablespoon is a lot with olive oil. That's like
I only
180
use
calories.
I only use a gallon every time I
Yeah, a
do it.
gallon's a good like a gallon a day. That's what you mean, right? You're not. You
Yeah,
said you drink a gallon of olive
I
oil, not water, right?
I actually try to match the water intake with olive oil.
Olive and vinegar, olive oil and vinegar, olive oil and water, same thing.
Yeah, so it's like a gallon of water, a gallon of olive oil. Just I feel so good.
When I think of olive oil, I think of Greek stuff, and then when I think of Hurricane Dorian, I think of Greek stuff too. So it's all wrapped together. This episode's so copacetic.
Gotta keep
Like
it
Neapolitan
copacetic.
ice cream. It's like
Mm.
all combined into one. It's
Hey,
amazing. You didn't plan this out at all.
what's your favorite ice cream? Because I know you're not a big ice cream guy.
I like vanilla with stuff in it, like Rocky Road or Butterfingers. I'm not a big ice cream eater. I just don't care much.
Huh.
I got
So
sensitive teeth. I sound like a big wuss saying that, but I got really sensitive teeth, so it's more of a hassle for me to eat ice cream.
So when you end up having dentures, your ice cream experience is gonna go like to the next level.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ice cream diet. That's all I'm gonna eat.
Olive oil ice cream.
Olive oil ice cream. I'm gonna be like the Forrest Gump of ice cream. Just know everything about shrimp and ice cream. That's
Shrimp ice cream, lemon pepper shrimp ice cream.
Keto ice cream. We just use Greek yogurt. So yeah, I'm a Greek yogurt kind of guy. More of a frozen yogurt versus ice cream kind of guy.
So we've got Denny's, and then we've got Subway, home of the sandwich.
Yeah, if you like a mediocre sandwich, and it's not even $5 anymore.
It's more.
That. It's
more.
at least like $6.50 now.
Oh, they creeped up the prices, man. They
be creeping up the prices like Jared creeping up on little kids.
Well, ever since they lost Jared, you know, they've lost their vehicle of discounts and that family-friendly face.
They both like little numbers, you know?
Gosh.
So once they lost Jared, they're like, oh, let's raise the prices closer to 18 again. So they're just bad people at Subway. They make bad food and sandwich artists. Ugh, yuck. That's a bad You know what? Don't go to Subway. We're not going to sponsor Subway anymore.
Subway is officially off the record.
They're off the list. So if Jared calls me, I'm going to beat him up, 1. And then 2, I'm going to yell at him. I think he's in prison. So they're doing a good job with him anyways, I'm sure, in prison. So I ain't worried about it. But we got Denny's. Well, now, we need a second sponsor. So if you're interested, holler at your boys, and we'll market the heck out of you.
On a guilty shameless plug here, if Dollar Shave Club wants to sponsor us, I am totally game for that. Or Scentbird, those are like epic for me. I love Scentbird.
All right, I like protein powder. So if Optimum Nutrition wants to holler at your boy, or what else do I do a lot of? Like coffee. Starbucks, get out of my face. I don't like Starbucks, but like coffee bean coffee, I'm interested in that.
Okay, help yourself.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Or if you're some kind of hipster coffee brand in Oregon, I can trust you. Or maybe Seattle, Washington area, I can trust you.
Yeah, we like some coffee in our mouths.
So coffee, but you have to be eclectic, you know. So you got to have beards and like do weird stuff with your coffee roasting, Jedi level stuff. We would definitely love you. But speaking of ending things, let's go ahead and do that. But guys, again, if you're on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, make sure to leave a comment, make sure to subscribe if you are new. If you guys are listening on the podcast versions on iTunes, make sure to give us 5 stars and leave us not a comment, but write a little description there. Make sure to share on your social medias. We're on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and obviously we're on YouTube and we're on iTunes and all that good stuff. So let people know about the podcast. And our email account is randomroastsinfo@gmail.com. Send us an email, send us pictures, send us something that's funny.
Don't send us pictures, bro.
like memes or
Pornhub today. You said send pictures? Don't send pictures.
Okay. Make sure to not send us weird pictures, but like memes or funny things that you want us to talk about, or you know, because I mean, I would love to explore some funny memes that are trending right now and roast some stuff.
Yeah, send us some ideas, some something we could talk about, something you want us to roast that's random. And then
because otherwise we're gonna end up talking about Disney. We're gonna end up talking about movies, Apple.
And we're going to talk about what else do we always talk about? Fast food. Come on. Change it up. We did all 3 again. We're talking about Popeyes, Denny's. No, Denny's we always talk about because we love Denny's.
We love Denny's.
Disney and Apple constantly. We got to change that up. But holler at your boys. Give us something random to look at that are not super graphic photos.
Yeah, I have
And give us some
sensitive.
random topics.
Danny has sensitive teeth. I have sensitive eyes.
Yeah, you can send it to me. I don't really care as much, but don't send me photos of ice cream because that would hurt my teeth. So
Yeah,
we
why
are
don't you
signing off, man? I gotta go. I gotta
I
go,
gotta go
man.
too.
I gotta eat. I gotta do my fasting. It's past my 8-hour range now.
Dang, look at you going the distance.
I'm going for speed.
Man. All right, guys. So love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Again, hit us up on social media. Leave us comments and things like that. And engage with us and share. But anyway, guys, this is Phil and Dan's on the other end. We appreciate you guys, and we will catch you guys for episode 5. Oh, before we go, I'm sorry. Thursday mornings is our drop date. Again, if you missed it on the last video or the last episode, Thursday mornings, I'm thinking about dropping at about 5 a.m. Central Time, and I think we'll also get the podcast to drop around that time for your commutes, and that's what we're hoping for. Every Thursday, we will be dropping content for you guys, so if you want to get us information, make sure to get it to us before Tuesday. So Tuesdays is our day of recording, so that's just FYI. So anyway, guys.
Be random with us. We'll be random with you.
We'll random with you guys. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Take care.
Bye.
Toodles.